de esta temporada 2024. Hoy nos acompaña un gran amigo, Evangelos. Evangelos es de Grecia, es de la comunidad internacional de Cardano, y junto con otro Sebastian Castellanos, que muchos de ustedes lo conocen porque Seba Castellanos hace un gran trabajo, traduce los videos de Charles al castellano, porque mucha gente en Sudamérica no habla inglés, y Seba hace un trabajo fundamental, que inclusive los que hablamos a veces un poco inglés, no nos da el tiempo de estar traduciendo a Charles en vivo, se va la vida, y Seba, gracias a Dios existe, habla castellano, habla inglés, y hoy nos va a ayudar con la entrevista de Evangelos. Seba, ¿querés saludar a la comunidad?
Bueno, un saludo a todos. En principio, gracias por la invitación. Y bueno, acá vamos a seguir colaborando un poquito a ver cómo sale esta entrevista. Si estamos en vivo, ¿no?
Estamos en vivo, un podcast en vivo. Esto es radio en vivo, porque este podcast sale, le contamos a Evangelos, los miércoles de 7 a 8 p.m. por una radio online de la ciudad de Trelew, en Chubut, provincia de Argentina. Previamente nosotros lo grabamos que en YouTube para la gente que ese día no se puede conectar, obviamente, y después sale por la emisora. Entonces, esto es radio en vivo, acá pasa de todo, se puede caber un banner. Pasa gente, están acostumbrados a la audiencia.
Estamos en el medio del hackathon también.
En el medio, muy bien, estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde el hackathon de Tech Week, que organizó Ada Solar, OnePool y todo el equipo de colaboradores, los chicos, Seba Castellano, no me acuerdo, Dieguito Mac, todos los que son. Saludo a Kevo y a José, que nos dejan hacer esto en vivo, un gran saludo. Y bueno, vamos a conocer al invitado.
Vamos a conocer al invitado.
Que se presente, nombre y apellido, hace cuánto está en la comunidad de Cardano y cómo se llama su proyecto.
Okay. First, if you want to tell your name and the name of your project, since when are you the Cardano project involved in the Cardano project?
Yeah, so I am Evangelos Karakatsis. I'm like 4 years into the Cardano ecosystem. I started as a trader. I wasn't building anything in the beginning. And then I found out this beautiful community, the philosophy, how people really care to make a better world through the blockchain and not only use it for trading and just price go up, price go down. And because I study now psychology, I came up with this idea to make a global platform for people to be able to connect with therapists. So a platform that you will find your therapist and the client will find the therapist in every language and in every different culture. So, for example, now we have this barrier with the language, with Spanish. If a client can only speak Spanish, they can come to the platform and find clients from Spain or from Argentina. They're talking only Spanish or only Portuguese. And my goal is to give accessible and free therapies through this platform. And of course, this is also powered with a nice and positive will from the Cardano community.
Okay. Una aclaración para la gente, para los que no entienden inglés, después va a haber una versión de esto en español, ¿verdad, Ulises, si no me equivoco?
Exacto. Vamos a hacer la traducción con Seba, o sea, Seba, vamos, dijo. Yo le iba a pasar el material a Seba y Seba va a traducir.
Vieron lo que va diciendo Evangelos, después va a estar la versión en español.
Tranquilo que va a estar la versión en español.
Bien.
Andá encarando vos la pregunta de lo que él va diciendo, que te guste.
Yes, I was hearing about your project. Can you explain a little more how it works? Or how...
Yeah. So first of all, we introduce decentralized IDs. So the therapists, they will be minting an NFT that's going to be their decentralized ID. And also with the clients, they're going to be having minting an NFT. So this is their profile. It's going to be their profile on the platform. It's going to be like an ID, let's say. And how it works. When you mint the NFT, what is happening, you're getting therapy with it. So you mint one NFT. The NFT funds the therapists, so the money from the NFT goes to the therapist. And then with this NFT, you can go to the platform and start your first session. Okay, so you do the session, you found the therapist through the two NFTs from the platform, you found the therapist. You finish the session, and then what the platform does, it rewards you with a cashback. So it's sending you our fungible token. For example, if a therapy costs $50, you buy the NFT, and then when you finish the therapy, you get $50, but in our token, in Coffee Monks token. So then you can use that token either to do a second therapy without a cost, or to give it to a friend, or to give it to a treasury. So we're building a treasury to accumulate tokens for free therapies, our own tokens. And people that don't have money, they will be able to go there and take these tokens, not in their wallet, but just to use it for the therapy. And then the tokens are getting back. But if you don't want to do any of this thing after the therapy, you can just take the tokens and go to a decentralized exchange and sell it for ADA. So what this does, it invites all the people to come and play with the project, either if they want to trade, or if they want to do a therapy session, or if they want to do a gift for somebody. It's coming, Christmas is coming, you can take some tokens and do a therapy, right? And the more you play with the platform, either with the NFT or with the fungible token, you create volume. And then the volume will bring fees, liquidity fees or royalty fees. And with these fees, we're going to be taking this percentage and we're going to be feeding the treasury with more free therapies. Fractions, but a little bit by the time it's becoming a full therapy for people that cannot access it financially.
Okay. I knew the project just by name. The name appeared in my mind, but I didn't know about how it works, and that's why I asked you. And now that I am hearing you, it seems that you kind of join both of things that you like psychology, and you said that you started with the Cardano project for like trading.
Yes.
So you're mixing
Exactly.
both of them.
And that's what we see in the markets, right? So when you see a project that it doesn't perform good in price, or it's not volatile, people, they don't care about the utility. So you might have the best utility, but if there is not trade in action, people won't notice it. So what I came up with, I said, I'm gonna make both. I'm gonna make this, that it's an NFT, but it's also could be memeable. You can make fun of it. Now if he's happy, then he can cry because the price went down, let's say for a meme, or the price goes up, he's happy, or the price falls, so he meditates and tries, to stay calm. So you can meme it, you can start making it fun, people can start buying or selling, and there's going to be also buy pressure. So when you buy the NFT, when you buy more therapies after the NFT, you have a buy pressure coming from the platform that tries to push the token up. And because of this buy pressure and the push, we accumulate again more free therapies in the treasury. So now that you said about the name is called Coffee Monks, right? I'm gonna tell you why I chose that name. So in Italy, after the World War II, coffee was so expensive, it was really expensive. So the normal people couldn't afford to take a coffee that we take now for granted. For granted, 4 coffees per day, right? So some people that had the money, they thought, how could we help the small people with a little bit of of pleasure of a coffee? So they said, I'm going to go to a barista, I'm gonna order 2 coffees, I'm gonna take the one, and the other I'm gonna say the barista, I put it into a textbook, into a ledger, if you want to say, the textbook, with free coffees. And they named it Caffè Sospeso. That means spending coffee. So the bar will start accumulating like a treasury of coffees, right? 10 coffees, 15 coffees, just from donation or upfront paying them. And then somebody that wouldn't have enough money, he would go to the bar and he would say, I don't have enough money today. Could you make a coffee for me? And then they would open that and would say, oh, we have 20 coffees. We delete, now we have 19, and the one is yours. And that was the inspiration. Okay, I can make an NFT, a therapy, and a fungible token and therapy, and like this, I can make this economic model work for people that have money, for people that don't have money, and make it fun and tradable at the same time.
Like both of them can do therapies because therapy because there is a list of, you say, of 20 tokens in the ledger.
In that free treasury that we accumulate. And then when somebody takes the tokens from there, they're going out of the treasury, they go to the platform, they do the therapy, and then that tokens are getting burned. So they're not going to be sell pressure into the market. And there are also different liquidities to the fungible and the non-fungible token. So I think it's going to work really nice. We are already paying people to make sure that this economic model will work. People really experience, like from T-minus and by finance. And yeah, we hope we get funded in the Fund 13 proposal. And if we get, we will be able to make it easier and faster to the people.
Okay, before going to Ulises, if he has any question, can you tell the name of the proposal so people can vote on it?
Yeah, so the name is Bridging the Mental Health Industry on Cardano, a market size of $410 billion. But if you want to find it easier, you just go to the Catalyst app and you press Evangelos. And then it will just mark you this mental health industry on Cardano.
Okay, besides all that you are saying, we will put a link in the description of the video in some place with the link to your proposal. Yes.
Si en JPG Store están los NFTs.
It's asking you if in JPG Store you have the NFTs.
No, they're not yet, because we want to have the project ready and the NFTs ready together. So we don't want to gather the funds through the NFTs. We want the NFTs to be used only for the utility in the beginning. So you start with the utility and then you can start playing with it. So we don't want to launch it without the utility, to say, hey, we promise we're going to bring the platform, so first buy. If Catalyst funds us, then the 90% of the profits of the NFTs are going to be funding the therapists to do the free therapies for the people. So we don't want to play this game. I promise I will make it that fund me. But if we get funded, we give it back to the community.
Okay. Vamos a esperar. Falta tiempo, igual va todo.
Ok, entonces acá sí le compartimos a la audiencia el usuario de Twitter.
Yeah.
También creo que lo podemos hacer con un enlace.
Porque mientras él aparece, la gente está viendo.
Ah, listo, perdón.
Claro,
dale.
¿cómo se escribe?
Yeah.
Thanks. Entonces aparecemos los tres y aparece la página. Estamos en vivo acá con la comunidad de Cardano. Ahí vamos a ver Coffee Monks. Ah, muy bien. Y ahora lo compartimos acá. Entonces, ahí está. Queda el...
Okay. Ah, eso es lo que están viendo.
Claro, para que lo puedan ver de contacto. Ahí la gente puede ir siguiendo tu slide.
Yeah, so you can see the logo. That what the logo wants to show actually is like there is a good part and a white part and a black part in the world, right? Yeah, yin yang, but it doesn't need only to be yin yang. You can say that there is no shadow without the light. So if the light wouldn't hit that object, it wouldn't make a shadow. But also, without the darkness, you cannot see the light. If everything was light, you wouldn't understand that this is light, because darkness wouldn't exist, right? And everybody of us is in this mood. Once we're happy, once we're not so happy. So it wants to show that it's natural, this wave of ups and downs, because it's really important to be sad, because otherwise we don't know what's happening, right? And then you see this hand made out of coffee beans that's coming from the side, from the dark side, let's say, to give there's some stars and stuff, to give some hope, to give some happiness that somebody gave you something as a gift or so. And maybe through that process of free therapies, free coffees, you will be happier through the help of professional therapists. And the other is like the small coffee monks. I just want them to be funny, to be like calm, to show that in the face that you look, I'm calm now doing that. It's quite difficult to do meditation. You don't have to start meditation in a therapy, but for me it's a key to just accept the current condition, accept yourself, accept that the internet doesn't work for half an hour, right? That it wasn't working, but we were still calm, we were still laughing. So yeah, that's what's there.
Right. It seems that you're already also related with meditation because of what you are saying. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Ulises, do you have any question that you want me to ask him?
Vamos a conocer a la persona de la comunidad de Cardano ahora. O sea, conocimos un poco el proyecto, ahora de ¿Qué impresión se lleva del Cardano Tech Week y de la comunidad Cardano, de Cardano local, ¿no? De Argentina. No solo Buenos Aires, sino de Córdoba, Río Negro.
Okay, now he wants to go to your personal experience and what are your feelings or your thoughts about this Tech Week and the Cardano community here in Argentina? What's your impressions and thoughts?
So I was really surprised how big the community in Argentina is. I mean, it's amazing that you can rent this whole big place with 2 floors and be able to make it almost full. And we saw also the midnight workshop was like packed, everybody was there. But at the same time, there were people listening to the other speeches above. And it's so great to see like big names coming from IOG, Charles Koskison, next day, JJ Sealer. It's really great that the big names they welcome you. And personally, I thought that it would be a small community, Argentina. I didn't know, but then the more I was talking with people, they were saying how big it is in coding, and it's great to see Cardano supporting this. And one thought I had with Argentina in general, except the Tech Week, that's amazing, and thank you so much for organizing, was Argentina was in a really bad situation like 10, 20 years ago, right? And they made this paper money. So you were making this money, then with the pounds, with the riot, with the pounds, right? So you had the money was paper, and you're just writing the numbers, and you were exchanging it in the bakery to take some bread. So if you manage to use that for good and work it, what Argentina could do with ADA and Cardano, that's so researched, so strong. So it's amazing. It's amazing to see that you guys are putting the cornerstone. You say, we are here, and I've heard that you even had to search for money or even put money from your own pocket to make it happen. But you believe in a vision that might be happen after 5, 10, 7 years, 2 years, who knows? But you're here strong and organizing that for a better future for Argentina and for the whole world, maybe. So I'm really impressed.
Okay. Uli, what do you want to say?
No, si vos también tenés una, anda.
No, in this case, I would come back to the project because I would also like to know. Yo voy a volver al proyecto un poquito.
Sí.
To know the status of the project, what is the current status of the project, because I hear you saying some things for the future that you're planning, but which is the state of the project at this moment, let's say?
Yeah, so at this moment we have Adonis Agrios, it's his name, that he's the lead developer, that he's building the back end while we're talking on our own costs. So we do it without funds currently. On our own free time, we're just building the project. We have Leandros that he's in there. Yeah, he's there, and he's making the design. So how we will move on the tech side, and then Adonis back there. He's building that, and then communicating with Leandros and see if we go everything with a map. And we have Leonardo Bonelli that he's making the NFTs. And me managing the whole thing, bringing the communication with the team, coming here earlier from the convention to find you guys and try to promote it, running the Catalyst proposal. We have Costas Chagas in community management. So what we do, we go slow as fast as we can, but currently slow without the funds, and we're setting this to be a project for the future. And what I want eventually to happen, because you said for the future, when we have it built, I want to make it so big that it could run by itself. So the more the things are getting automated, a therapist could come on the platform, register only by minting an NFT, and then the client could come find the therapist. They can have a rating system with a decentralized IDs. So when you do a therapy, you rate if the therapy was good or not. So the therapists start going up and down, and the better are going up, and the not so good maybe going down. And I want to make it just a corner, a hub for everybody from all over the world come and join in a platform, get better together.
Okay, for me, great.
Bueno, sí, después cuando tenga el proyecto más armado, ¿no? Por lo que estoy entendiendo, si le gustaría tener así que hagamos como expandirle el proyecto de él en la comunidad latina.
Okay,
o sea, proponerse un NFTs, que la Cardano Confederation cuente con todo el equipo de marketing y prensa nuestra para escribir notas de prensa y apuntar a todo el mercado latino vendiendo sus productos.
Okay. He's offering you in the future and I will ask you after a question, in the future when the product is more developed, to continue offering you help to promote the NFTs and to do that and to also
I would love that. Thank you.
To also continue promoting your project through his means, or also perhaps through the Cardano Confederation, so we can continue improving in
Thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My following question will be related with that. I don't know if you have any kind of I don't know if roadmap, but perhaps any dates when you are planning to launching, or is not yet?
So it really will depend on the funding. So as soon as we get the funding, we have 12 months. If we get the funding, we say 12 months. So that could be, let's say, the faster. Maybe we could do it faster because we're already working on the back end. If we don't get the funding, we will try to. We don't have a roadmap if we don't get the funding. Something interesting that we have before we finish the project, on the third milestone, we want to call everybody from the Cardano community and outside of the Cardano community to join us as therapists. So we're gonna say open call to all the psychologists, counselors, psychiatrists, whatever, come and put your name on the interviews, to be on the platform, to have a portfolio there, so people will be able to find you. We want to include everybody. It's not only for me that I'm a psychologist counselor, or for my team that I have from Greece, like 5 people. I know some people from Chile. They want to engage. I know from from Kenya, if I'm not mistaken. Either Nigeria or Kenya. And I want everybody to participate and to make it bigger, so we can make more free therapies and more psychologists can find work through that platform and get paid.
Great. For me, great.
Hermoso. No, genial. Tiene un proyecto muy bueno. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Felicitaciones. Micro traducciones.
Small translation.
Claro, muy pequeña. Poquitito. No, es maravilloso. ¿Le ven el proyecto? Yo creo que lo lindo es esto de la comunidad de Cardano, ¿no? Internacional, que cada proyecto que uno va conociendo es maravilloso. Y no solo el proyecto, sino la persona. Las ideas que tenemos de proyecciones de crecimiento, no las veo en Polygon, no las veo en Solana, y con todo respeto a las demás comunidades. O sea, Cardano fue nucleando un capital humano hermoso, ¿no?
Okay, that will be fine. Yes, no, he's in love with the Cardano community.
Yeah.
He's seeing things here that he's not seeing in other communities, the ideas that the Cardano community have. So he's talking in behalf of the Cardano community.
I totally agree, because as I said, this community wants a better world. It's more philosophical, it's more philanthropical. It wants to see a better world. Other chains are more on trading and let's make money fast, but it's nice also. Why not, right? But you want a big steady community, and most important, Cardano hasn't been hacked and hasn't been down for any second.
Yes.
So if you're planning to make a business, it's going to be a business, it's not going to be just a project, You want to start with some few grants, thousands of dollars on lawyers, on make it official and everything, taxes. You want something that won't fall. You want a network that you're sure I'm gonna build a business there to make money for myself, for other people, and for provide services. So for me, Cardano is the best choice for community and for the technology to build a business on.
Yes, right. Yes. Right. Sí, muy lindo. Bueno, creo que estamos más o menos como una introducción de presentando al proyecto, y una pregunta obligada es si le gusta Sorba el griego.
Sorba el griego?
Mirá.
He's asking you if you like Sorba el griego.
Sorba el griego, que le hizo muy muy famosa Anthony Quinn, la canción, Internet estadounidense. Ahí, a ver. Sorba, el griego, ahí cuando le escuche le va a encantar.
While we wait for the song to
Zorbás, okay.
Es un clásico en Argentina, dice Grecia y está Odiseo y Sorba el griego. Un lado cultural, divertido. Sí, sí, bueno. Vamos.